My name is Jeff Rindfleisch. I'm the Vice President of Lending with Seasons Credit Union. We have 5 locations, and we're based out of Middletown, Connecticut, and we're serving Middlesex County and also some other surrounding smaller counties. I've been with the credit union for about 7 years, and since 2012, we implemented the FMSI teller management system. We found that to be extremely useful in helping our teller line with efficiencies and also for staffing according to the busiest times of the day. So about 6 months ago, I found out that FMSI also had the lobby tracking system, which is basically trying to bring the same efficiencies that we found on the teller line and bring them to our lobby. In the past, we would previously see a lot of anecdotal excuses, I don't want to say excuses, but of what you were working on. Well, I spent 15 minutes opening an account. Well, it took me 45 minutes to go to the safety deposit box. And when I found that the opportunity was to quantify what was going on in the lobby every day, we really wanted to jump at that opportunity. And what I found is that being able to try to quantify what your FSOs and FSRs are doing on a day-to-day basis, I find that it's actually more beneficial to our membership than it was the data that I was getting and being able to analyze. Before, we used to have more of a sign-in sheet or first come, first served basis, where a member would actually walk into the lobby, walk up to the concierge stand. The concierge would then say, okay, have a seat, and whoever was available next would then serve your member. Well, in a lot of cases that we found, we'd have our highest labor expense doing the more menial tasks. So what that means is you might have a member coming off the street to repin a debit card. And the first come, first basis mentality, without having the information at hand, you might have someone that might be at a branch manager level or a financial services officer level, which have mortgage lending authority, going and repinning debit cards or taking someone to the safe deposit box. Once we found through using FMSI and the lobby tracking system, it really allowed us to assign a labor cost to each task at hand. So if we have someone coming in for a mortgage application, you're going to obviously have someone of a higher skill set taking that mortgage application. And on the other hand, if you have someone that might be looking to balance their statements or their checkbook, you might have someone of a lower grade or possibly a teller that brings someone in the safe deposit box, depending on how the line in the lobby is doing. So what we found is we had a lot of incomplete information upon the members walking in the lobby, and using the new system that we have in place now, it's really giving us a lot of data that we, number one, can analyze for continued efficiencies and productivity, but number two, better serve our members because we know exactly what they're there for and at what time, and also in a queuing system. Again, it would be more of a first come, first served basis prior, so you'd have someone walking out of their office and saying, okay, who's next? Or checking a piece of paper and saying, you know, what can I help you with? Now we're able to really prioritize our lobby to make it more efficient and more effective. So what we have now is we have an actual kiosking system. So when the member walks in, we have an iPad on a kiosk with a big sign in here screen. So the member will come in, will go into the kiosk, through a drop that will have a list of different options in which they can actually point to and say, okay, yes, I'm applying for a mortgage, or yes, I need my debit card repinned. At that point, it will go all into the FMSI system and into the queuing system where we have pop-ups that are initiated through all of our lobby staff. So at that point, they're able to see in the queue what the member is there for, and then obviously allocate the appropriate resource to that effect. So after they put in what the information they're looking to do into their kiosking system, it tells them to have a seat in our lobby, and at that point, we can efficiently assist them as quickly as possible. It really allowed us to help our efficiencies in a lot of different ways. Obviously, I mentioned there's a lot of analytics that go into it, and we could really dig down deep into seeing what kind of accounts we're opening, and also give new products and services, or maybe tweak our products and services in order to meet the demand of the lobby. Because again, before a lot of it was very anecdotal. So you would never truly know how much time our front lobby staff was actually spending on particular services. So we're able to reallocate resources kind of more effectively because if we need maybe a lower level employee, we can have them there more hours of the day and have more of our more effective lenders spend more time out of the lobby, maybe outbounding, trying to promote and give more business and bring in more business to the credit union. So we're really just giving a lot of data that we can use in order to be more effective and more effective lenders. Another byproduct of having the lobby tracking system is I'm able to quantify outbound phone calls, which honestly you would never think, wow, it's a lobby tracking system. What does this have to do with outbounding in the back office? Because now every time we actually connect with someone, we put it into lobby tracking system, see how much time and what product and service was crossed through that outbound phone call. So it's kind of cool in that regard. We're really finding a lot of different uses for the lobby tracking system, and again, it allows us to have a lot more quantifiable evidence as to what's going on, and again, just the byproduct of making it more efficient for our membership. So I mean, that's in a nutshell what we've done with the lobby tracking system at Seasons Credit Union. It really has, number one, made a more professional experience for our membership because they know where they are in their queue. They know where they stand. They know that there might be 2 or 3 people ahead of them, instead of saying, okay, where do I stand? When do I go? Do I want to stay? Do I want to leave? It's really minimized their wait time because now we have the appropriate staff able to help those members in a more timely fashion. So if you might have, again, another low-grade task that could be handled by a teller, they're going to come from behind the line and help out and help make the lobby more efficient. And again, it really helps us better understand our sales performance because now I could quantify how much time they're doing an outbounding, how much they've actually cross-sold, and I could validate that with what I've seen in the lobby tracking system with their sales sheets and also their incentive at the end of the month. So that's kind of the way we use the lobby tracking system here in at Seasons Credit Union.